comfortable now, Joe.
I want to thank President Bob Corrett for everything that you and your extended family here at Towson do to contribute to the excellence that is higher education in the state of Maryland. I believe very, very firmly, and I'll get into this a little bit, and we'll get into it more in our questions and answers. You know, it's none of us has a crystal ball to predict what the future will be. But one thing we know for sure is that countries that outcompete us, or rather out-educate us, will outcompete us economically. And so higher education is critically important to our entire mission as a state. How many of you firmly believe, those of you that are over 30, that you have enjoyed a better quality of life than your parents and grandparents enjoyed? Raise your hands and keep them up. Okay. Keep them up a second. Everybody under 30, get a load of this, okay? Take a look. All right, second question. How many of you believe just as firmly that your children and your children's children will enjoy a better quality of life than you've enjoyed? Raise your hand. Interesting, isn't it? And for those of you that are interested, if you're taking courses in public policy or government or management or business, you might be interested in checking out the state stat website. Are you a graduate of this institution? No? College Park, okay. I knew you were near. Beth couldn't get into Towson. But Beth runs our state stat office, and that is our how-to office. It's been recognized by Governing Magazine and other places because government's really good traditionally at measuring inputs. We only do it annually, and it's usually called a budget. And Mark Morial, mayor of New Orleans, once said to me, "Kid, if you ever want to hide something, make sure you put it in the city charter or the city budget because nobody ever reads either one." So the how-to, what we did in the city of Baltimore, which earned us the Kennedy School Award of Excellence, we've also now applied to the state government. And that is to measure outputs, to measure performance, not just inputs but outputs, and to do it not annually but every 2 weeks. And
will Maryland higher education begin to see changes in tuitions? And after that, inner city schools suffer from a lack of funding. How can the state help fund some of these special programs such as gifted and talented and magnet schools that would help attract better teachers? So where are we on tuition freeze? Where are we for money for the city to get gifted and talented programs that will eventually attract attract more teachers?
Can you click on the strategic thing, the goals up there on the home page? Just give people a sense of where it's at. And click on the education one. As far as tuition freeze, in the prior administration, they had a view that that more of the cost of higher education needed to be borne by individuals who were receiving the education at the time. Call it kind of a toll road approach to higher education. And as a result of that, college tuition went up 40% in a 4-year period of time. I think that was a record. So to undo that damage, we went 4 years in a row with 0% increase in college tuition. Now the cost of everything over time goes up. What we have proposed for next year is a 3% increase. If we're able to keep it to 3% increases for the next 4 years, you would still see us becoming more affordable by comparison to the other 50 states. It's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory, but we've moved from the 6th most expensive in the country down to about 21 or 22. And if we're able to hold it at 3% going forward, while these other states are piling on the tuition costs, we believe we can become even more affordable by comparison. That's cold comfort, however, because there are developed and industrial nations all around the globe that are now educating a larger percentage of their population than we are. Times as likely to be unemployed in this recession if you do not have a college education. The more you earn, or rather the more you learn, the more you will earn. And so in the years ahead, I know that the Obama administration and the Congress over the last 2 years have made some great strides on Pell Grants and making college aid more widely available. They took the banks out as the middleman on college loans so that they could do more loans at more reasonable rates. And so I would like to be in a position of actually having a supplemental budget and to be able to supplement the need-based aid.